In my view, Joseph Parker has earned the world title shot, Oleksandr Usyk, because what he did in Riyadh against Martin Bakole, still taking that fight, doing it on 48 hours notice. Yes, Usyk against Dubois might be a bigger commercial fight in the UK, but right now I think Joseph Parker deserves the right to fight Usyk. If I had my way, I'd make Parker and Dubois still fight, and then one of them carries two belts into the fight with Usyk. You could still do that, and then you could have the...
Gareth A. Davies didn't hold back. Joseph Parker has rightfully earned his shot at Oleksandr Usyk, and there's no denying it. Parker's bold decision to step in against Martin Bakole on just 48 hours' notice in Riyadh showcased his warrior spirit. Meanwhile, though Usyk versus Daniel Dubois might be a bigger draw in the UK, it doesn't change the fact that Parker deserves his opportunity. Davies argued that Parker and Dubois should settle their business in the ring first, with the winner getting a shot at Usyk as a unified champion. Not only would this be the fairest approach, but it would also add even more excitement to the heavyweight division. However, the real question remains: will boxing politics allow fairness to prevail, or will Parker find himself sidelined once again? Time is running out, and the decision...
Just lastly, Parker versus Usyk, who wins?
I think Usyk beats them all at the moment, but I think Parker will give him a damn good fight.
Decision ahead will shape the future of heavyweight boxing. When asked who would win between Parker and Usyk, Davies didn't hesitate. While he acknowledged Usyk's dominance as the heavyweight king, having beaten every challenger before him, he refused to dismiss Parker as just another opponent. Far from it. Davies made it clear that while he backs Usyk to win, Parker is a legitimate threat. Parker's recent performances have been nothing short of outstanding. If anyone has the tools to push Usyk to his limit, it's him. The Kiwi powerhouse has repeatedly proven that he's willing to fight anyone, anywhere, at any time. The real question is, can Parker capitalize on his momentum, defy the odds, and pull off an upset that would shake the boxing world? One thing is certain: when these two collide, the heavyweight division will never be the same again. Joseph Parker versus Oleksandr Usyk is...
Are you thinking that the Usyk-Dubois fight still happens even though that fight's been ordered?
Yeah, and nobody knows what's going to... Well, nobody knows. There's rumours flying around that they're talking to each other to try and make that fight with Dubois and Usyk, but our preference is to fight Usyk, and we commend Gustavo at the WBO for ordering this fight, because I think Joe deserves the fight. Joe deserves the fight.
Inevitable. There's no escaping it. He's igniting a firestorm in the heavyweight division, and now the WBO's official mandate has backed Usyk into a corner, forcing him to face Parker within 30 days. But here's the catch. Parker isn't just another mandatory challenger. He's the wrecking ball Usyk didn't see coming. The reality is, Parker has crushed the best, solidifying his place among the heavyweight elite. Now, Usyk is feeling the pressure to defend his title. Despite whispers of alternative matchups happening behind the scenes, those talks are irrelevant. Parker's team is standing firm, refusing to let him be denied his rightful shot due to boxing politics. The burning question is, will Usyk rise to the occasion as the undisputed king, or will he attempt to sidestep the challenge? Time is running out, and the moment of truth is upon us. One thing is certain: when these two collide, the heavyweight division will never...
I'm sure he'll want to defend his belts, and I'm sure he'll want to fight Joe. But well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. They have how many days to enter negotiations? There's not been any of that. I haven't heard anything about that yet, but Joe's got a great manager in David Higgins. He's also got Spencer Brown on his team, so they will be fighting for his side.
Never be the same again. Meanwhile, Andy Lee didn't just analyze the chaos. He threw gasoline on the fire. The WBO's order for Usyk to defend his title has flipped the script, shifting the narrative from Usyk versus Daniel Dubois to the real showdown: Usyk versus Parker. But here's the catch. This battle for supremacy isn't just unfolding in the ring, it's turning into a war behind the scenes. Parker's sharp team, led by the relentless David Higgins and Spencer Brown, is done playing the waiting game. They're demanding answers, questioning why Parker continues to be sidelined when he has done more than enough to earn his shot at the title. Now, Usyk faces a pivotal moment. Will he step up and take on Parker, or will he seek an escape route? The burning question remains. Will boxing politics rob Parker once again? The moment of truth is here, and when the dust settles, the heavyweight division will never be.
Rumours that you're all in talks. What will happen to Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker in the next 4 or 5 months, in your view?
Well, I think they're going to be involved in some massive fights.
But with who?
With opponents.
I know you're not good. Listen, on Thursday, you said by the evening you'd tell us who Moses Talma was going to fight. Can you tell us now?
He will be on the card.
And which card?
On the Manchester card.
On April the 5th.
Be the same. The moment of truth is closing in, and when these two giants collide, the heavyweight division will never be the same. In a tense exchange with Gareth A. Davies, Frank Warren didn't hold back, offering a glimpse into the high-stakes world of heavyweight boxing. Meanwhile, speculation is spiraling out of control, with growing whispers that Daniel Dubois and Joseph Parker are set for massive showdowns. Yet, Warren remained tight-lipped, only fueling the intrigue. But here's the catch. Both fighters are on the brink of career-defining battles, and the uncertainty surrounding their potential opponents only adds to the suspense. The reality is, the heavyweight division is evolving rapidly, and every decision in the coming days will shape its trajectory. Moreover, Warren confirmed that Mosmer will feature on the Manchester card set for April 5th. Beyond that, however, he remained silent, keeping fans on edge. The mystery.
It was Daniel Dubois that pulled out of the fight, not Joseph Parker. And it was Daniel Dubois that put himself out of line for it. So why would Daniel Dubois be awarded a direct crack of Usyk when he pulled out the fight? So the right person to get the crack should be Joseph Parker. Why not? He was the one that turned up to fight. He fought, got the job.
Surrounding these upcoming matchups is only intensifying the excitement among fans and pundits alike. The burning question is, who will step up next for war? The moment of truth is fast approaching, and when it arrives, the heavyweight landscape will be forever changed. Meanwhile, Johnny Nelson didn't hold back when addressing the current heavyweight situation. Shedding light on the flaws leading up to the Usyk fight, he made it abundantly clear. It was Daniel Dubois, not Joseph Parker, who pulled out of their scheduled bout. So why is Dubois being handed another shot at Usyk after stepping away? Nelson didn't mince words. He stated that the fighter who truly deserves the Usyk fight is Parker, the man who showed up, delivered, and never backed down when the stakes were high.
WBO have ordered Joseph Parker to face Oleksandr Usyk next. That's right, interim champion versus full champion. They're strutting around with the chest out, believing that they are superheroes. But we've got a few thoughts to get stuck into this, and whether it should be the next fight in the heavyweight.
The decision to give Dubois another opportunity raises serious questions about boxing's integrity. If fairness prevails, Parker should be the one facing Usyk, not someone who already walked away. When the pressure was on, some faltered. The burning question is, will boxing politics continue to favor those who take the easy route over the fighters who show real heart and commitment? Meanwhile, Adam Catterall and Nick Peet didn't hold back in their fiery response to the WBO's order for Joseph Parker to challenge Oleksandr Usyk next. The heavyweight division is on the brink of an eruption, and the tension is thicker than ever. What's unfolding is a potential collision between interim champion Parker and the undisputed king Usyk. Both fighters are carrying themselves like they've already reached the pinnacle, exuding confidence that can't be ignored.
Forget about who's got what belts. We know who the king is. His name's Oleksandr Usyk, who is the most deserving, leading #1 contender.
Yeah.
It's Joseph Parker. There's no disputing it's Joseph Parker. Joseph Parker deserves his shot at a world title. Now, in the aftermath of the Bacoli fight...
But Catterall and Pete aren't buying into the hype. They're calling out the rushed decision, questioning whether Parker truly deserves this shot. Is this really the fight we've all been waiting for? Or is it just another effort to keep Usyk on his throne without facing the real competition? On the other hand, could Parker actually pull off the upset? With the heavyweight division in chaos, anything could happen. The drama is escalating, and the questions are only getting louder. One thing is certain, there's no question about who currently holds the heavyweight throne. It's Oleksandr Usyk. But when it comes to the most deserving, battle-tested, and prepared contender, it's Joseph Parker. No debates, no hesitation. Parker has fought through the toughest names in the division, dismantling every opponent in his path. After his explosive win over...
I can see that fight happening. However, though, if it's going to go down like that, my counterpunch would be either Joseph Parker has the fight for that vacant title of the WBA. It shouldn't be just given to him, because I think he would rather fight for it anyway. I think he should fight for that WBA title. I think if he wins that title, he'll be...
For Bobic, he's standing at the very door of greatness. This isn't just another hyped-up challenger. Parker has earned every bit of recognition, silenced all doubters, and now stands as the fiercest threat to Usyk's reign. The WBO's order for Parker to face Usyk isn't just a formality, it's a statement. Parker isn't stepping in as just another contender. He's stepping in as a future champion, ready to shake the heavyweight division to its core. The clock is ticking, and a seismic shift is coming. Joseph Parker is standing on the edge of history. Will he seize his moment? Joseph Parker stands at the doorstep of heavyweight greatness, and if there's any justice in boxing, he should be the next WBO champion. Why delay the inevitable? Parker has earned this shot, and handing him the title outright wouldn't be a gift. It would be a well-deserved coronation. He's torn through elite opposition, dismantling fighters who were supposedly too dangerous.
Joseph Parker in the immediate aftermath called out Oleksandr Usyk, and for me personally, if ever there was a guy who deserves a world title shot, if ever there was a guy who deserved a crack at Oleksandr Usyk, even though Daniel Dubois is a champion, for me, it's got to be Joseph Parker at the end of the day.
To face. The man is a machine, and this is the moment he's been grinding for. If Parker gets his hands on that belt, he won't just hold it. He'll own it. He has the skills, power, and mentality to dominate, and now he has the opportunity to prove it. The heavyweight division needs real champions, not political maneuvering that keeps deserving fighters in the shadows. The fact that there's even a debate over whether he should get this opportunity is absurd. He's put in the work, taken on the toughest names, and now it's his time to stand at the top. If Parker becomes WBO champion, it won't just be another win, it'll be a statement. The entire division will be forced to recognize him as a legitimate force. Meanwhile, Parker has already done more than enough to earn a world title shot. After a dominant win, he made it crystal clear that he's ready to take on the toughest challenge out there. Oleksandr Usyk. Realistically, who deserves it more? Parker obliterated Martin Bacoli, a fighter most heavyweights would rather avoid, and he did it in devastating fashion. On the other hand, the same old boxing politics continue to push other names forward, completely ignoring the fact that Parker has consistently faced and beaten top-tier competition. Daniel Dubois may hold a belt, but when it comes to proving yourself at the elite level, Parker is on a whole different plane. The real question now is whether boxing will reward the rightful contender or let behind-the-scenes deals steal what Parker has clearly earned. Is Parker truly capable of winning, or will Usyk's style prove too much? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more explosive boxing content.